Welcome to Sergio Creativity.
Welcome. Today, we are going to learn how to turn any Finnish statement into a question. In English, we often use the word do, like, do you speak? In Finnish, we don't have a word for do. Instead, we have a hook that we glue onto the end of the action word. Don't try to memorize, just follow the logic. If you need a moment to think, just hit the pause button. Part 1. The hook, go and g. Let's start with a statement. The word for you speak is puhut. Say it with me, puhut. Student, how do you say you speak? Puhut. Good. Now to turn you speak into the question, do you speak, we take that action word, puhut, and we glue a hook onto the end, go. How would you ask, do you speak? Puhutko. Exactly, puhutko. And if you want to say, do you speak Finnish? Finnish is suomea. How would you say it? Puhutko suomea. Perfect. Now here is the rule. The word with the hook must move to the very front of the sentence. It's like a train engine pulling the rest of the thought. Part 2. Vowel harmony logic. Now Finnish has two versions of this hook, go and ge. Why? Because Finnish is musical. If a word has heavy vowels like a, o, or u, we use the heavy hook, go. But if the word has dotted vowels like a, ö, or u, we must use the light hook, g. Take the verb to live, asua. You live is asut. Student, look at the vowels in asut. Are they heavy, a, o, u, or dotted? They are heavy. So, how do you ask, do you live? Asutko. Good. Do you live in Finland? In Finland is Suomessa. Asutko sinä Suomessa? Excellent! Now let's try the verb to ask, kysyä. You ask is kysyt. Student, notice the dots on the Y. Which hook do we use? The one with the dots, g. Correct. Ask me, do you ask? Kysytkö sinä? Part 3. Changing the subject. This works for any person. The word for they are is ovat. Student, how would you ask, are they? Ovatko he? Correct. Are they at home? At home is kotona. Ovatko he kotona? Now let's try I. I want is haluan. Student, how do you ask yourself, do I want? Haluanko minä? Exactly. The action moves to the front, takes the hook, and the rest follows. Part 4. The don't you, negative questions. What if we want to ask a negative question, like, don't you want? You don't is et. To turn it into don't you, we just put the hook on the not word. Student, take et and add the hook. Remember, et has no heavy vowels, so use the dots. Etke. Correct. Don't you want coffee? Want is halua, coffee is kahvia. Etkö sinä halua kahvia? Part 5. Answering, jo or ei. When someone asks you a question, the easiest way to answer is jo, yeah, or ei, no. But Finns often repeat the action word back. If I ask, puhutko suomea? You can say, jo, puhun, yes, I speak. Student, try that. Jo, puhun. And if the answer is no, I don't speak, use the I don't word en. En puhu. Let's do a quick fire round to test your building blocks. Do you speak? Puhutko. Are we leaving? We leave is lähdemme. Lähdemmeko. Great! You used g because of the a. Don't you live here? You don't is et, live is asu, here is täällä. Etkö sinä asu täällä? Brilliant! You see, you don't need 1,000 phrases. You just need the question hook and the rule that the action always takes the lead. Nähdään pian. See you soon.